Hello, Monsters of Banner, and welcome back to Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empires, and part 4 of my Warriors of Chaos campaign as Archaon the Ever-Chosen. There he is. Well, he has. I mean, it's definitely looking quite a bit more chaosy over here. Rykarth survived his last battle. Good job there. And we're going to try and get him some Chaos Dwarfs because they'll be slightly harder to kill than everything else, I guess. I hope. I mean, maybe Rykarth will even live that long. Ultimately, the real job is to try and get him to get that Horde growth. Because once you get the Horde growth, you can get your Horde running, and then you can get better units, and then you can survive. But until then, your little nascent Horde is pretty much just got a giant target on its face. Ah, crap. Oh, you're recruiting still, aren't you? Yeah, apparently Tretch is... Not Tretch. Throt. Throt has not forgiven the whole killing. You know what? Let's go over here. Oh, crap! Oh, fuck. Oh, I swear to God. I swear to... Okay, let's try and do this. Beastmen's Sword Swarm Clarkaron. That's unfortunate. And Katep found ancient artifacts in the Red Desert. Well, that's good for him. Good for him. Right, okay. This is a close victory. I don't think so. I reckon we're going to quite easily crush these pathetic humans. I mean, we're humans as well, but you know what I mean. You do fight a lot of sieges as Chaos, don't you? Like a lot of sieges. I mean, fortunately, we're pretty good at them, so there is that. So we've got the Super Happy Snot Chums, Papa's Plague Pals, the Patreon supporters, and just some Nurgle-like Chaos Warriors with Halberds. Little Burning Head immediately flew off in a random direction there for some reason. Don't know. I think maybe it hit something because it started off and then when she went wee, just completely. You know, normally it sort of like verges off. This one just immediately flew off in a random direction. So I suspect it hit a bit of scenery or something that it would rebound off. But I wouldn't know. I mean, what would it hit? I mean, I guess sometimes it does fly off in random directions. Who knows? Anyway. The siege towers are on their way. Archaon is having a knock at the door along with his pal. So the Patreon supporters are going to be the first to reach the wall. Bless their little hearts. They're just raring to go, aren't they? Now these are the Nurgle champions that I recruited. They took 3 turns to recruit. They've got neon green maces. There's a lot of neon going on there. But apparently they have like AoE attacks, so they do a lot of damage very, very quickly. Meanwhile, over here we have our Halbards also charging in. They're doing okay, and then of course we have the super happy Snot Chums. There we go, the super happy Snot Chums. And where's the others? Oh, there they are. And the Papa's Plague Pals also cut very slowly. They're slow, boys. They're slow, but once they get in there, they're fine. Come on, lads. Let's get down there. Let's start chopping some heads off. There we go. That's the stuff. That's the stuff. If we have a look at the Patreon supporters, they're currently up to 73 kills and not slowing down. They've taken absolutely no damage. And enemy gates have been taken out. Oh, these ones over here have been taken out, and our Chaos Knights and the Doggos. I might get rid of the Doggos. I might get rid of the Doggos and get something else. I mean, they're quite good at taking down gates. But who knows? Anyway. Yeah, they're really doing a lot of damage very, very quickly and taking 0 damage in return. Like nothing. Absolutely nothing. Archaon and the Chaos Spawn have turned up. They've knocked in the other gates. No. Look at this big blob of red and green boys. Very Christmassy. Merry Christmas, everyone. Good old Hockland. They're in the Christmas spirits. Again, we didn't come on launch ships. That's very stereotypical. That's rude. Ah, that worked. Archaon there with 303, 303 kills. Good. I mean, it's certain. What have you made those maces out of? Are they made of snot? I was going to say warpstone, but it's not. I mean, you know, Papa Nurgle. It's more likely to be mucus or something. It's like the stuff when you get a long cold and then you get a chesty cough, and then for like months afterwards you're coughing up that green gunk. It's probably that. Or is that just me? Might just be me. Papa's plague pals are having fun together while killing halberdiers, so that's fun. And yeah, we've broken through. Unit of halberdiers was trying to hold back the tide, but not doing very well. They did very little damage to us. Oh, we actually got 46 kills. Really? Really? Are you sure? Oh, that was probably mostly doggos, to be honest. Yeah, it was doggos. The knights took very light damage. And there we go, the last few units being mopped up now. I mean, we're just everywhere at this point. And their state troops are just no match for Chaos Chosen. Or Chaos Warriors. I mean, they're not even really a match for Marauders, so this was always going to be fairly one-sided. I mean, Archaon, his pal, I can't remember his name. Villy? I'm going to call him Vicky. And the Chaos Spawn. I mean, the Chaos Spawn has lost a lot of health, but they've only lost a couple of members of the unit. So they're actually doing... Wow, there's a lot of dead bodies here. I mean, Archaon's killed 455 guys. That's pretty... That's... You know, that's pretty good. That's not bad, is it? That's not bad. I mean, I was a little bit dubious about these Patreon supporters, but actually, they get shit done. It had to be said. Has to be said. I just like Nurgle. Mirror Guards and Magma Beasts. There'll be a reckoning. The gods agree. Right, let's go with... Let's go with Upkeep Reduction, because that's always good. Yes, my ruinous powers. I just don't know if Rykard is actually going to survive. I think he's just being chased by bloody Skaven. I can't believe they don't have anything fucking better to do. Throw enemy thing into hell pit. I mean, apparently not, but still, I feel like, you know, they've got expansion opportunities there. Why aren't they dealing with that instead of chasing me across the fucking Empire? Honestly. Right, we'll go with that. I think it is a problem, because I think unless they lose sight of the army, they just will go for it. And because they always know where it is, and because you can't ambush stance, so you can't even hide the army to try and get them off your tracks, good luck with that. Yeah, I mean... Okay, we did actually manage to get away somehow. Problem is, I'm just going to be chased forever. Alright, so here we go. The Realm of Chaos plays fast and loose with the concept of time. Once a devout and pure Templar priest of Sigmar, Archaon secured ancient texts for his means to destroy chaos, but his studies proved worse than futile. Uncovering a set of heretical manuscripts, he learned a terrible truth which drove him to unquenchable fury. That's right, he learned that he was going to be the Everchosen. So he decided to become the Everchosen, to show the Chaos Gods who's... No, it doesn't make any fucking sense, does it? It's legitimately the stupidest... Rejecting his former gods, he swore himself to the service of chaos instead, tearing down the temple. Archaon vowed to become the scourge of the Empire. The scrolls contain details of several artifacts of power and of a great warrior who would win the items and gain the blessings of all the ruinous powers. Archaon has vowed to become this man, or die in the attempt. Having cut a bloody swathe across the Empire, he has entered the dreaded Chaos Wastes. Many lesser servants of Chaos have come to follow him, and now he searches for his true warriors of Chaos, sworn swords, to form the core of his force and demonstrate his might. We need to have one unit of Chaos Knight Lancers in our army. That is not particularly difficult. Okay, I don't know where the Skaven are. I'm just going to run in this direction and hope for the best. Leggett! Wee! Can't catch me, I'm the gingerbread man. Warning, Chaos doors may not be made of gingerbread. I'm just going to auto-resolve that one. Annihilator! Yeah, you're damn right. You're damn bloody right he is, mate. Yeah, let's do that, because then that will offset the speed we lost from being Nurgle Chaos. So we just get Chaos Knights with regeneration and strong vigor, which is pretty fucking legit, actually. If we run fast enough, we may get away. I could whack these in the army to try and make a slightly better force. Maybe I can get Archaon down here to sort of like deal with this army. Well, with any luck, you know. Okay, well, I mean, if he gets caught, he gets caught. But this is really the problem. You kind of need to burn everything within a 20-mile radius and then recruit some... You need to get a nesting instinct, don't you? You need to destroy everything within a 20-mile radius and then create some little hordes and let them grow so they can actually, you know, get enough units to defend themselves so that when you send them off into the world, they don't get immediately stamped on by everyone nearby. I'll bet you that army's chasing me. Scrutiny of the Dark Gods. I can't see it. I just don't trust it. Okay, I'm going to go over here. This little corner. Good. And is there anything we can recruit in one turn? No. Okay, we're gonna meander in this direction. I don't think. Or we could build the ruinous wall. Okay, let's grab that. Let's grab that one because that's going to give us extra growth, and you know why wouldn't we? Basically, if we can get some, I don't know, some better units in this army, he might be all right by himself. He might be able to fend off little stacks, and then we can go and, you know, he can go and grow by himself. But it is survival of the fittest out here. Okay, at least he's got a little bit of campaign movement. Oh, crap. Right. Tell you what, if you come over here... If you come over here... then we can recruit some dwarf quarrelers who will definitely be better than that garbage. Do I want to do that or that? I think we're going to do that. Okay, you can't reach me, but I can reach Krugenheim. Now, is there an army? Okay, there is an army here, so let's go and kill this army.
Absolutely not.
Because, no, well, we will. Trust me. We will. I will kick your ass. Now, they do have a lot of crossbows, but that will then mean that Reikarth can head in this direction, and that should be a little bit safer than heading towards the Reichland, where obviously Karl and Volkmar will be waiting. Sometimes replays don't have music and it's weird, but sometimes they just don't. Who knows why. Anyway, meanwhile, Our doggos, I misjudged this. My doggos have engaged some Empire Knights. I meant to get the Chaos Knights to engage them, but the Empire Knights did. This is an engagement that's going to take a little while, actually, because while our Knights, our Chaos Knights are very, very good, they don't have any armor piercing. It's a bit of a problem. Little burning head over here has caused quite significant amounts of damage. Thyrus has also engaged the enemy by just charging directly into them, which isn't very sensible. But he's on a horse, and I kind of keep forgetting that fact. Our Chaos Warriors now moving in, while our Chaos Knights rampaging around the flank. Crossbows trying to get out of the way, but, well, yeah, they're not really going to, yeah. Yeah, that didn't go so well, did it, guys? Nope, that did not go so well. Meanwhile, this engagement is still going on. The Empire Knights losing very badly against the Chaos Knights and Vicky. And our Chaos Knights now able to come back and slam into the back of these units, helping out their boss. Halberdiers in a lot of trouble, as are those crossbows, were being flung around the battlefield. Our infantry, of course, is much better than enemy infantry, and so they will be making very short work of the halberdiers. More knights coming out of the tree line, meeting the Chaos Knights head on. But it's an engagement that's still going to go very badly for the Empire Knights. They're just not in the same ballpark as the Chaos Knights, especially the Nurglite Chaos Knights, who are, of course, regenerating. The Empire Knights try and retreat back into the forest, but the Chaos Knights are right hot on their heels, literally, because they've got burning toes, burning feeties. Thyrus took a little bit of a beating, but he's okay. And our aspiring Nurglite champions, everyone keeps saying they're really bad, but, you know, 15 kills, so you might be right. It's a mass rout as the Empire flank crumbles and the Chaos Knights just start rolling up the line. Unit after unit starting to flee. You can look at the numbers of enemy troops dropping very, very rapidly. Oof, that's messy. That is very messy. Chaos Knights now streaming through the forest, hunting down any stragglers. And that's that army dead. And another settlement as well. Well, that's a lot of dead humans. We are, I mean, mortals. I mean, I guess a lot of us are mortal as well. Shut up. Okay, I took... Oh, there we go. That's the Marticorn. Okay, good. Okay, in that case, we can... Do I want to do that? What other buildings do we have, just out of interest? So we can get a Bloodthirster. Oh, we can get Plague Bearers. And Demonettes. I wonder what they look like. No Pink Horrors, though. I guess they were a step too far. Fair enough. Yes, my ruinous powers. Okay, you should be fairly safe here, he says. Maybe. Let's get physical resistance and melee defense, because these guys now have 10. So they've got 12% physical, 10% ward save. Then they've got regeneration and perfect vigor. Not to mention the 68 melee defense. I mean, I am the chosen of the gods. pretty fucking legit.
What?
Let's have two Plaguey Boys. We got the Super Happy Snot Chums and Papa's Plague Pals. And together, they're going to spread Papa Nurgle's love far and wide. What a bunch of guys. Let's go Foe Seeker. Okay, I'm hoping Rykarth will survive, but I know there's just a lot of armies wandering around at the moment that probably want to take his head off.
What could you possibly offer me, mewling swarm?
Yeah, sure. Just go and harass someone else. You know, you've been chasing. Look, I just stabbed you in the back because I didn't trust you being so close to me. You were invading my personal space. That's why I lashed out. But I've got no beef with you, really. I don't really care. Okay, we're safe. Once again. Okay, in that case, you can come down here.
For chaos, the storm of chaos gathers.
We will cross purposes, but that's okay. As long as we don't take attrition. No, that's fine.
Ready! Destruction for all!
Are you in range? I mean, maybe. You might be in range of Volkmar, but you can probably retreat out of the way, so we're probably fine. Devastators seem good. Let's get Devastators. I mean, Quarrelers, Devastators. We can get rid of the Hobgoblins once, you know, we have... Once we have enough proper shooty boys, we'll get rid of the crappy shooty boys. Like, I don't know what this... I don't know how you get this guy. Hobgoblin Khan, Exalted Hero, and then there's the Infernal Castellan. But we don't have the ability to recruit that guy, so I don't quite know what's going on there, but I'm not going to lose too much sleep over it. Hello, Volkmar. Are you marching?
Impossible.
Oh, but you are, my little friends. Hello. Oh, lovely. Hello, Volkmar. How are you? Cheeky little Volkmar. Trying to sneak around, eh? I bet he was heading for Rykarth. I guarantee it. But he got spotted. I mean, he was marching, so... But he got spotted, and now we can smush him. Good. So our knights move around on the flank. We've got doggos on the rear. Our infantry is advancing on the front. We're taking a little bit of fire there, but it's crossbows, so it's not really going to do too much damage. Taking a little bit of a charge there on the right flank as the Empire Knights engage. But then the Super Happy Snot Chums are now moving in, and the Empire Knights decide to leg it as quickly as possible. Not really having succeeded to do much apart from lose more health than they took off the enemy. Burning Head rampaging through the enemy lines. They do have some great swords. These guys are, I mean, okay. You were not braced. Nor are you. Ooh, it's a Raining Men. Hallelujah. Hallelujah. Yeah, that one. And Archaon and Volkmar going toe-to-toe. I mean, it's not really... I mean, you know, Volkmar's just an upstart archbishop, really. Or pope. He's really the pope. But, I mean... I would not really send the pope to engage a giant demonic warrior in unholy fused armour. I feel like if he has to travel around his adoring fans in a Pope-mobile, he probably shouldn't be sent to one-on-one that. I could be wrong. Maybe he'd surprise me. Like Yoda in the prequels, you know, when little Yoda suddenly went all batshit acrobatic insane. Maybe he'd do that. I don't know. I genuinely don't know. I don't know the Pope well enough to make that call personally. You're damn right we are. It doesn't help, of course, that all these guys are very tired because they were marching to try and get around our army. I don't think the AI can take into account additional movement range. So if you've got a lot of extra movement range, the AI will tend to sort of like accidentally move into your range. I think there is a little bit of a leeway, but depending on the harder I think on the harder difficulties, they can basically just pinpoint exactly where you can move to, but I don't think it takes the extra movement into account, because I have seen situations where I've got a lot of extra movement where the AI just constantly sort of marches into my range and gets their ass kicked, which of course is very helpful. Ah, there's Volkmar and his army routed, apart from the Karabakh Greatswords, who of course are unbreakable, so we have to break them the hard way. Oh, goodbye, Volkmar. Oh, he fell over. Oh well. More melee defense and melee attack. Not that we didn't really need more, but you know, why not? Let's have a little bit more. That seems fine. Let's. Ooh. Okay, we'll get those boys. And
Yes, my ruinous powers!
let's get another one of you. I'd like to... I don't know if we will be able to sit still long enough, but if we can, then doing that would be all the better. So let's see about let's give that a shot. We'll give it a shot. How much growth are we getting a turn? What? Wow, 1. Thank you, events, because you know my growth wasn't slow enough already. So thanks for that. Ooh, so income from raising, or I mean, obviously we're going to please Papa Nurgle, aren't we? Obviously, it's just bloody common sense, that is. Okay, let's get rid of you.
They will be dominated.
And get a sturdy front line. Meanwhile, we're going to head towards Altdorf, because Altdorf must fall. And ideally, I want to try and get old Reikarth in here as well. Do I want this? The Pillar of Skulls. It just... I'm concerned about the structural integrity of a Pillar of Skulls. I just feel like, you know, we all know about Khorne's Skull Throne. I can't help but feel that that is going to be a very unsturdy structure. You know, I'm just concerned about it. That's what I'm just worried about it. I have a few potential issues, but let's get a big old skull pillar. Why the fuck not? Oh god, we're only getting 6 growth a turn. Fuck's sake.
Destruction for all.
Yes. Okay, we're gonna get some. We got some dwarfs. We got some guns. We got some hobgoblins, but not aggression pact. Sure. Wow, you've really. I guess all the bad things I'm doing against the Empire have really, you know, cheered you up about the whole being punched in the face thing. I mean, that's good. It's good you can be the bigger rat and get over that. Uh-oh. Weird spawn. Okay, so we are obviously going to run away. Goodbye. So long. Don't come back. Right.
You have my favor.
Good to know. So what do you do that the others don't then? You're just immune to psychology. Is that it? Oh, you're a decent melee combatant. Okay, well, good for you, I guess. You guys aren't necessarily the worst. You guys are.
You dare!
Let's do something like that. I might even get rid of one of you guys.
Yes, my ruinous power!
And get them in there.
Now the end times come.
Okay, we're going to head towards Altdorf. Altdorf is heavily defended.
Ready.
So we might need Rykarth to come in and lend a hand. I don't necessarily... Well, do I need Exalted Champions? Asking the real questions here. Maybe I do. But let's just go for being more killy. Being more killy is more good. I would like a Barded Steed, but to be honest, getting the Manticore seems like the better option. So let's just make... Because you've got lots of melee attack. Melee attack is not a problem for you. Oh, we can give you some stuff. I wasn't even paying attention. I can give you a student. Don't know why. I don't know what a student's doing. Just very lost, maybe? Like, super fucking lost. Yeah, let's give you that. And you have a Sword of Strife. I'll keep the Charm Shield on you for no particular reason. Is that the best thing? What have you got? 5%. Yeah, alright. Alright, yeah, okay.
I'll have this world. Dominance.
What can you recruit? So you could get some Slaanesh Defilers. Do we want some Slaanesh Defilers? I don't know what a Slaanesh Defiler is. It's pretty quick. It takes 3 turns to recruit though, which is a fucking long time. It does also come with the Madness of Cain. You know what? I don't think we can take 3 turns. We need to get into Altdorf. We need to lay siege to it. We need to take it down. I need to get Rykarth, maybe hit these 2 settlements, then come up and join the party. I think that's what we're doing. Because I think I'm going to need that. I need a hand. I need a hand to, of course, the Right Cleansers to Confederated, which it just makes them harder to kill. That's fine. If we can take out Altdorf, then the Empire that's their main base of operations. Take it out, take off the heads, and the body will continue to wriggle around a bit, but will eventually, hopefully, stop moving.
Are you a god? Wipe that out!
So let's get into Altdorf here. We're going, get some siege towers on the go.
Spread ruin on them!
I'm a little bit concerned they may have an army nearby, but I'm sure it's fine. Let's do a little corn. Do a little corn stuff.
Destruction for all!
Do dirty, filthy corn stuff. And yes, more growth. Okay, good. You'll be ticking along quite nicely, which is good. We want the purple sun. Yes. How is the Empire doing strength-wise? That's what I want to know. Who hates me the most? That's probably the best way to find the Empire. There we are. So they are strength rank 11, which does suggest they have an army nearby, which does concern me. But that is a concern for next time. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next episode.